Why should you study business? It's a really good question because for lots of students, coming across a subject they've never done before, sometimes at GCSE, students frankly, they want a bit of a change, but it's ends up being a subject that actually takes you into an area that touches everybody's lives. So we're all going to end up working in a business of some kind or other. So even if you just take the A-level business and you never take it further, you end up learning a lot about how businesses operate and what are the different roles of people within them. So um, law is a natural fit, accountancy is a natural fit. People go on and study business management, they may do marketing or they may do HR. So it ends up being a bit of a gateway subject, and you can end up going down the sort of sociology humanities route that takes you into the HR, maybe the marketing and the psychology, or you can end up going down the mathsy route and end up doing finance and accounting and pull down that particular route. So I tend to think of it as it's a humanities style subject. It comes under the umbrella of what we call social sciences, and it's about people, and it's about how do people behave in the course of the context of transactions and stuff, as well as how are they managed? How do you get the most out of them? How do we get them to perform, or how do we get them to buy things, and why do they buy things? So I think it's all of that really. Well, it's the units that we study come under the AQA syllabus, and so that's broken into 10 units. You start off with a couple of foundational units that things like decision making or leadership and business management and the basic structures of business, and then we go on and we do a deep dive into four areas. So marketing, HR, operations, and finance. That basically is your first year. And then the final 4 units are all about strategy, which is the sort of long-term planning for business. So, and we start off by looking at a kind of what we call a SWOT analysis. So we look at the strengths and weaknesses of businesses, and then we look at how they set goals on how they want to expand, and we look at things like mergers and acquisitions, and then we look at change management and how do you take the dressing room with you? If you're going to make a major strategic decision about a business, how do you get the people in the business to come with you? The last business that I left was 50,000 people across 100 different countries. How do you get those people to follow the program that you want in terms of the strategy for the business? So that's kind of the way that the course builds over the 2 years. I think it's something that they can relate to. All students are consumers, so they're all used to marketing and they understand products. They're often curious about things like the stock market and how it operates and how investment takes place, and they enjoy being able to understand what goes on behind the business itself. And you often get that sort of aha moment when there's something that they've recognised in real life, and they suddenly say, "Oh yeah, no, I can see that now." And what I quite like is when they combine that with when we're able to run the Young Enterprise Programme, which is an enrichment programme that we do alongside the course, not just for business students, anybody can take part, but you're actually able to start your own business and run it for a year. So there's a lot of the concepts when we do marketing in the 7Ps, or if we're looking at HR and how do we sanction individuals in our group, and different management issues, the accounting side all come into that as well. The course is assessed through three 2-hour exams at the end of 2 years. I mean, we basically, as a school, we're assessing you all the way through, but the ones that actually count are your final exams. So that's the same structure that back 100 years ago when I was taking A levels, that was what we did. So you had three 2-hour exams. The first one is a mixture of multiple choice, short answer questions, and a case study. Second one, I always call it a race against time because it's 3 case studies. We do a lot of case study work, which means that you're looking at individual businesses and you're applying the theory that you've learned to unfamiliar contexts. And then the final paper is one massive case study. It's like a couple of pages long and just 6 questions worth 100 marks. But it's where you develop. We teach you the skills to be able to deal with that. So it's nothing to panic about. I mentioned the Young Enterprise one, which is the primary one. We also get involved with a program called Student Investor. And Student Investor is the opportunity for students to take part in an inter-schools competition that's run by one of the finance firms up in London. And what you're able to do is you get a fake £100,000 worth of money to invest in a stock portfolio, and you monitor your performance, and you can buy and trade stocks and try and sort of beat. It's like sort of fantasy football for people who enjoy stock investing. Wow, it'd be easier for me to say which ones you can't go into. In all honesty, business prepares you for any kind of workplace. But if you're looking for things that are extremely well integrated with the business course, I would say probably you're looking at accounting would be a natural fit. A lot of people choose to go into marketing. Some people will look at careers involving things like supply chains or apprenticeships with major firms. So the business A level often gets you onto a level 3 or level 4 apprenticeship. So you can go down that route if you want to. And if you like a general business management degree or an HR degree, if you particularly enjoy the people side of it. So you've got a whole range of careers, and then beyond that, you then start getting into the more specialist areas of law and economic analysis and aspects like that, depending on the combo of subjects that you've taken at A level.